Hey all, and welcome back to Automobilista. Version 1.0 has been released, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into that, what you're seeing in the background is a 15-minute race at Speedland in the race spec kart. We're starting last because fun! And I just felt like it. Didn't practice, didn't qualify, just jumped in and started racing and had a blast. So, version 1.0. This update is huge. So many things were changed, upgraded, modified. There was a ton of polishing done. To reflect this, the price was raised to full price. It now costs $40, which is not actually AAA full price, so it's a really great deal. I highly recommend picking it up. There's also a season pass available for $26. With this update, I can confidently say that this is now my favorite sim on the market, and is the most complete package out of the box right now. I recommend it for people new to sim racing and hardcore fans of the genre alike. If you don't have this sim, you really need it. On to the changes. The first thing I noticed, watching the replay you're currently watching, is how good the replay system is now. In previous versions, the wheel rotation was very choppy and imprecise, and most displays didn't show up in the replay. But now in version 1.0, the wheel is nice and smooth and displays are working well. This is a really solid replay system, and I like it a lot. Another change that I immediately noticed is one that I requested, actually, on the Automobilista backer forum, which is for information about the chosen car and track to be displayed on the loading screen. This is a really great change. You can now see your car's transmission type, which I think is very important, on the loading screen, along with other really good info as you're going to the race. On the physics side of things, the person who does the physics, Niels, posted a video about all the physics changes for 1.0. I highly recommend you check it out, and I'll post a link to it in the description. The biggest change is the physics frequency upgrade. Back in game Stock Car Extreme, which is the original version, the physics were on a 180 Hz system. When the upgrade to Automobilista came by, the physics were advanced to a 360 Hz system. And now in version 1.0, the physics are on a 720 Hz system. This is an awesome change. The physics are now much more in-depth and precise than before, and it's definitely a noticeable change. Many cars, like the Formula Extreme, are now much easier to drive because the physics respond more precisely to your inputs, and some slides and spins are easy to recover from because you have the time to recover with them. The EMS system has also been upgraded, allowing for custom throttle mapping in each gear, making high-torque advanced cars more manageable. Track conditions are now cumulative throughout the entire race weekend, meaning the state of the track at the end of the practice session is now the state of the track at the beginning of the qualifying session, and so on and so on. Really helps bring the race weekends together, make it seem like they're all in one weekend actually. Content-wise, there is a whole new series of cars, the Formula Vintage series, which are 1960s era's Formula 1 cars. There are two styles, each with two variants, the 1967 style, which have no aero kits, and the 1969 style, which have front and rear wings. Both styles have V8 and V12 variants. What's really cool is that the 67 V8 and V12 are competitive with each other, and the 69 V8 and V12 are competitive with each other, which is a nice diversity-creating thing to the field. The V12s are obviously faster on the straights, but the V8s are lighter, so they're faster in the corners. These cars are really fun to race, actually. My personal favorite is the 1969 V12. They're really great fun to race around, especially with the manual transmission. It's just always so much fun. There aren't any new tracks, but there are a ton of new layouts for the existing tracks. Mendig Flugplatz has two new layouts. Buenos Aires has two new layouts. Kansai, which is Suzuka, has two new layouts, and VIR has two new layouts. I especially like one of the new layouts for Mendig Flugplatz because it goes out of the airbase and into the town, and the street racing in there is a lot of fun. Some other changes are some upgrades to the Dynhud system with the new stock Dynhud configurations, which I'm actually using one of the new ones. It's really nice. There's upgraded graphics, shaders, and sweet effects settings, multiplayer fixes, more championship configuration options, various optimizations and polishing for tracks and cars, and lots more. The changelog is quite huge. I recommend you check it out. The last huge change is the launch of the Virtual Experience Portal. This is a website where you can join multiplayer races, check out fastest laps with different car and track combinations, and eventually you'll be able to join leagues there too. It's super cool. It'll be even cooler once it's fully implemented. I definitely recommend you go bookmark it, check it out. It's going to be awesome once it's fully done. So, Automobilista. It's awesome. Get it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.